Are you thinking your own thoughts? Or are you being programmed? It sounds like a bad science fiction movie, I know. But the line between science fiction and reality is blurring at an alarming rate. Tonight, we pull back the curtain on what could be the biggest threat to human autonomy in history. MK Ultra 2.0. I'm talking about DARPA's Augmented Cognition Program. The goal? To build interfaces between the human brain and computers, supposedly to enhance cognitive performance. But what happens when that enhancement becomes control? What happens when they can read your thoughts, influence your decisions, and ultimately, own your mind? This isn't a conspiracy theory. This is a conspiracy fact. And it's unfolding right now. Are you ready to see the truth? Then stay with me. This is going to get wild. The original MK Ultra was about brutal, overt manipulation, shock therapy, LSD, sensory deprivation. The goal was to break the mind, to reprogram it. Today's version is far more sophisticated, far more insidious. DARPA's Augmented Cognition Program, initiated in the early 2000s, sought to create systems that could continuously assess a user's cognitive state in real time and adapt the computer interface to optimize their performance. Sounds innocent enough, right? But consider the implications. By monitoring brain activity, these systems could detect everything from your stress levels to your attentional focus. Now, DARPA claims this data is used only to improve the user experience. But what if it's also being used to identify vulnerabilities? What if improving performance really means directing your attention, nudging your decisions, pushing you towards predetermined outcomes? The technology is already here. OpenBCI, Neuralink, these are just the visible tip of the iceberg. The real breakthroughs, the ones they don't want you to see, are happening in DARPA-funded labs, deep in the shadows. Let's dig a little deeper, shall we? Augmented cognition relies on brain-computer interfaces, BCIs. There are non-invasive BCIs like EEG caps that read brainwaves from the surface of the scalp. And then there are invasive BCIs, surgically implanted electrodes that can record neural activity at a much finer resolution. Invasive BCIs offer the most direct and powerful way to interact with the brain. Think about Robert O. Becker's work on electromagnetism and healing. The human body, especially the brain, is extraordinarily sensitive to electromagnetic fields. Now imagine the possibilities and the dangers of stimulating specific brain regions with targeted electromagnetic pulses. They could induce emotions, suppress memories, even implant thoughts. That's no longer science fiction. And remember, these systems are designed to be adaptive, constantly learning and refining their techniques based on your brain's unique response. You become your own guinea pig, unknowingly refining the programming they are using against you. The really frightening part is where this technology is heading. It's not just about boosting cognitive performance. It's about creating a hybrid human-machine intelligence. Think about soldiers on the battlefield. Their minds link directly to AI-powered command systems. They can react faster, process more information, become super soldiers. But who is really in control? Is it the soldier or the algorithm? Stephen Rose warned us about this decades ago, in his book, Mind Wars, and his warnings ring even truer today. Imagine the applications in law enforcement, in surveillance, in social control. A world where your thoughts are no longer private, where your decisions are subtly guided by invisible forces. The official narrative is always about progress, about making us better, stronger, smarter. But the reality is far more sinister. It's about power, about control, about shaping the human race into something else. The smoking gun? It's not a single document or a leaked memo. It's the pattern, the convergence of seemingly disparate technologies, BCIs, AI, neuroscience, nanotechnology, all funded and coordinated by DARPA and other shadowy organizations. It's the relentless pursuit of brain-computer interfaces, despite the ethical concerns and the potential for abuse. It's the increasing integration of technology into every aspect of our lives, making us ever more dependent on systems we don't understand and cannot control. They want us plugged in. They need us plugged in. Because once we're all connected to the grid, they can flip the switch. They can rewrite the code. They can take control of our minds. And that's when it's game over.
The Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, DARPA, strives to create technological solutions to safeguard national security. The Augmented Cognition Program was a research effort designed to develop technologies that would improve the performance of military personnel in cognitively demanding situations. DARPA adheres to the highest ethical standards in all its research endeavors and prioritizes the safety and well-being of all participants. Concerns regarding mind control or manipulation are unfounded.
They want you to believe it's all about national security, about protecting us. But who protects us from them? Are we truly free when our very thoughts are vulnerable to manipulation? When the walls of our minds are breached by algorithms and unseen frequencies? This is not just about technology, it's about the future of humanity. About whether we will retain control over our own destinies, or become puppets in a digital puppet show. Stay vigilant, stay skeptical, and most importantly, stay tuned. Because the fight for your mind has just begun. Want more? Join the Anomaly Ledger Inner Circle for exclusive content, early access, and a direct line to the truth they don't want you to know. What are they really hiding in plain sight?